hope you're all really well. Really looking forward to spending the day with you all. Pop the kettle on, get comfy if you can in this heat. I'm not gonna lie, it is the 3rd of July and the summer scaries are coming, okay? The summer scaries are here. Do you know what? I've said this a couple of times, but since having children, I do have like a new love for the summer months. Purely because there's just so much more to do with kids. Noah and Jonah both love being in the garden. I also am now a gardening girly. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm loving gardening and like being in the garden. And I don't know, it's almost like, I feel like it's really relaxing for my mind. And this was not on my 2025 bingo card, honestly. Like I didn't see myself as a gardener, and I definitely am far from a gardener, but I'm really enjoying the garden life. Just call me green fingers. I wanted to have a little bit of a catch up before we get on with our day. So many of you guys have been asking how I am, and honestly it's so sweet of you to care how I am. Like I really appreciate that so much, and you guys make me feel so like safe. Things that I never quite saw myself speaking about openly on the internet, like my mental health. I feel like I've been super open about how I'm really feeling over the past couple of months, and it's shown me that showing that more vulnerable side of myself and sharing things that I wouldn't necessarily usually share has helped so many of you guys, and that's amazing. And it kind of makes me want to just do it more, I guess, and just have a little bit of a catch up about where I am mentally, because if that helps just one of you guys, then that is so worth me feeling a little bit vulnerable. So to answer the question, how am I? It's going to be a long one, okay? So sit down, get yourself your favourite drink. This is going to be like a mini therapy session, okay? So how am I? I feel like this is like top line question, and then there's just going to be like many parts underneath. So over the past couple of months, I have come off antidepressants, which has been very much a journey. Okay, we've had lots of up and down days, and I have also started therapy, which has been like so amazing for me. I feel like I've picked up some new hobbies, which obviously gardening, which has been really good for my mind. You said you were in the same sort of position where you were on antidepressants and you felt like they didn't have their full benefits anymore, so you kind of didn't really know whether to come off them or up your dosage. So it's really nice to know that I'm not alone in that, as much as I wouldn't wish that upon, like that feeling upon anyone. It's been kind of comforting actually to know that I'm not alone in that and that we can speak about that. So I would say coming off my antidepressants for me was almost like, this is the only way I can describe it, it sounds kind of strange, but like it was like taking off my rose tinted glasses. I feel like the antidepressants for me, they like numbed a lot of parts of my brain. They kind of like just toned everything down and made everything seem very like tinted, which I feel like the part of my brain that overthinks, the antidepressants really helped just like stop that be so manic. They also stopped me feeling incredibly overwhelmed. It also kind of leveled out my mood. So where I was thinking that my antidepressants weren't working anymore, actually coming off them, I realised that they were. And I have just, I don't know, I feel like my body, like my hormones are really just trying to level out, and I'm really just trying to get through the bad days, because some days I will wake up and I'm just so anxious. I feel like I have a million tabs open in my head, and it's almost like I can't see clearly because I feel so overwhelmed. And yeah, I kind of just have to get through those days. Like I said, therapy has been really good for me to just be able to voice these emotions, and something we have been speaking about in my last couple of therapy sessions, the journey of motherhood and how it's so hard to rediscover yourself again, and you can almost like feel like you've lost your past self, because when you have a baby, like so much changes. And I've said this a million times, but I truly think like when you have a baby, it sounds weird, but I feel like you give birth to a new version of yourself. And for a really long time, I feel like for the first like year after having Noah, I was desperately trying to cling on to this old version of me before having babies. And in my therapy sessions, we've basically been speaking about how you can't really do that. You have to accept that the old version of you, she's not gone, she's not lost, she's just evolved. She's evolving, she's learning new skills, she has new priorities. And I think as soon as you actually think about it in that way, that the old you is not gone, she's just changing, it actually made me feel so much more at peace, and like kind of made me more excited to rediscover who mum of two Gemma is. I actually found my therapist on BetterHelp, and I'm so proud to say this part of today's video is a paid partnership with BetterHelp. You guys know I have been working with them for a couple of months now, and I just feel really honoured to be able to share with you guys a really amazing platform that I'm sure will help so many of you. Quick bit of background about BetterHelp, just in case you haven't heard of them. So BetterHelp is an online therapy platform, and they actually connect you with a therapist that suits all of your needs. What to do is fill out a really short questionnaire, which will ask you a couple of questions about sort of like why you're seeking therapy, what kind of communication style you like, whether you want to have a phone call or text messages. Help platform will actually connect you with a therapist that suits you. So it just cuts out that whole kind of like trying to find a therapist online. And another really great thing about BetterHelp is if for any reason you don't feel like your therapist aligns with you, you can actually really easily switch therapists with no extra cost, which I just think is amazing. For me, I could just tell instantly that I was gonna click with my therapist, and I think that's what you kind of need to look for. You need to feel comfortable with with your therapist to be able to speak about, you know, feelings that you don't really speak to about anyone. It's a super, really intimate thing. I'll leave a link down below for BetterHelp. Like I said, would really recommend it if you feel like you are needing someone to speak to who, you know, doesn't have any judgments, gonna give you a new perspective of looking at things, or you just feel like you really need someone to talk to, then there'll be a link down below. I also have a code which I will pop down below as well, which will get you 10% off your first month of therapy. So yeah, as I was saying, me and my therapist are on a journey for me to reconnect with myself again, which I feel like I'm a year postpartum now. I feel like I'm just really ready to not just be mum, because I do feel like for the past, I don't know, because I've had like 2 pregnancies so close together, I felt like I gave birth to Noah. That first year is always a little bit crazy, and your priority is of course like your tiny baby, and then I feel like when they're able to crawl and walk, they become a little bit more independent, which I then feel like gives you the opportunity to start reconnecting with yourself. And I felt like I got to that point with Noah, and then I fell pregnant again. And my pregnancies are always extremely rough. Like, I really don't feel good when I'm pregnant. Like, the sickness in both of my pregnancies was wild, and just like the dizziness. So that happened, and then obviously I had a baby, and then there's been that year of like postpartum madness. So I feel like I'm at a point now where I just feel really ready. I feel really ready to reconnect with myself, learn who I am as a person, like aside from just being mum. And it's been really interesting to speak about it, really. I feel like my therapist has like asked me loads of questions which have made me really like dig deep into my brain, and it's just, like I said, given me like a whole new perspective. For the mini therapy session, that was a lengthy answer to how are you. This is where none of you guys ever ask me how I am ever again. my current breakfast fixation. I'm aware it doesn't look that appetizing, but it's actually really yummy. It takes less than 5 minutes to make and it's really filling. It's peppers, tomatoes, spinach, ham, a little bit of cheese and 2 eggs. I just cook it as if you'd cook scrambled eggs, so just chuck it all in the pan and just scramble it, and it's so yummy. Whenever it gets to July, my craving for a tiny slice of autumn goodness is real, and I have just been dreaming about cinnamon buns recently. Eating them, smelling them, making them, just everything about them I've just been thinking about all the time. So I was thinking today we're gonna make a cinnamon bun but make it summer. We'll save the actual cinnamon bun goodness for, you know, end of August, September. I'm gonna do the normal cinnamon bun dough that I do, which is really easy, and the best part about it is it doesn't need to rise. You make it all and you form your buns and then you just leave them for an hour in the dish. So it's a lot easier than all of the separate rising. Like usually you have to make your dough, let it rise, then form your cinnamon buns, let them rise. So this is just like a super quick recipe. I'll leave the recipe down below. I'll create a little recipe reel as well, so there'll be like a full breakdown of how to make these on my Instagram. So I'm thinking today we're gonna do a citrus bun. Cinnamon bun but make it summer, and the filling, which would usually be the brown sugar cinnamony goodness, I'm thinking of using some cardamom and orange zest, so it's still got that like spicy flavour but it's a little bit more summery. And then for the cream cheese frosting, I'm thinking of adding a little bit of lemon juice and some lemon zest, so it's like just really nice and zesty, summery, but then also like stodgy. Yeah, I'm excited to see how they turn out. Let's bake some citrus buns. Now going to leave the citrus buns to rise. So I'm hoping when I look at these in an hour, they're all going to be bigger and puffier and fill the dish more. So I'm just going to cover it with a little tea towel and we will come back in an hour. mean, I haven't tried one yet. They could taste like absolute. But they look and they smell amazing. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with these. I feel like these are my best like dough that I've ever made. I am so happy. Let's get one out so we can see it in all of its glory. They feel sticky and stodgy. Sticky and stodgy. What great words. Ooh, that looks like a good bun. Oh my goodness, yum. Look at that. Here's a little close up. Have a bite. Okay, we need the top taste tester up in here, up in here. Oh, actually, before I forget, cream cheese frosting, I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with. Mine is always really lumpy, and I know what the problem is. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. I always make cream cheese when my butter is not soft enough, or it's too soft and it goes really runny. So today I made my cream cheese and it was really lumpy, and I nearly had to go to the shop for a whole new Philadelphia because I thought it was just unsalvageable. Then I popped my cream cheese in a bowl, in this bowl, and I put this in another bowl that was full of boiling water, and I thought surely if that butter is just slightly melted, it will not go, the lumps will be gone. Lo and behold, it actually worked. It didn't curdle, and it created the most gorgeous velvety cream cheese. So yeah, if you struggle with lumps in your cream cheese frosting, pop the bowl in a bowl of water, and I just feel like it gently melts it, and then I put it in the fridge just to like firm it all up, and yeah, it turned out really, really good.
Ooh. What have we got here then? I'm watching my figure a little bit at the minute, but
It's fine.
surely it looks really good. Oh man, it looks so good. Do you know what it's giving me though?
What?
Autumn vibes.
Well, these are cinnamon rolls that make it summer. So they're a citrus
okay.
bun, not
Yeah,
a cinnamon
yeah,
bun.
fair, I like
you get it? You like it?
Yeah. I think it's the cinnamon bun, isn't it? Where
Yes, cinnamon
I'm
bun
getting
is
confused.
very autumn.
I'm gonna try, I don't need all of that, so
I'm gonna chop it in half.
I mean I'll probably eat it all anyway. I'm gonna chop him in half.
Chop them in half. Oh yeah, because then I can try a bit as well. Let me give a visual of the inside.
Let me give a visual of the inside.
Oh.
Watch out, look, you've got to do it like a professional. Excuse me.
That's not how we do it anymore, Jamie.
Oh, what? Since when?
That's so 2020.
What were you doing then?
I was just clicking the focus.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Cheers.
I want another half back. Fresh. Creamy. Succulent. I always do this. Just words. Hey, delicious.
They're really, really nice. But do you know what the thing is? My brain is confused because my brain is expecting like a cinnamon bun. Even though I made them and I know they're not cinnamon bun. You can have another one. And no, you can't have that middle one before you start digging through all of them to get the middle one.
I wanted this one with all the juice.
Well, you can have this one, look.
I don't want that one. What? I want this one.
Do you know what? They're really nice. They're just, I don't know.
Gooey.
Gooey, they are really gooey. I think I put double cream on them before I actually cooked them. And the double cream is meant to make them like really, really gooey. And I think that definitely like did its job. It'd be gooey. She's gooey. I really like it. I just had another bite and it was a really good bite. It was like crunchy but gooey, but
Do you know what I like? TV chefs.
Yeah.
They've got a way of eating things. They're like, they really get into it like, I push it down and like.
They've got a way of making it sound really nice.
Do Gordon Ramsay.
This is make it again. You useless.
Oh guys, delicious. I had to have two. The end.
What's your rating out of 10? We need a rating.
10.
10? I think
Very
that's the
delicious.
first 10 you've ever given.
I love it.
Did you really? Oh good, yay, that
I
makes me
think-
happy.
That's That's my water the grass alarm.
Jamie's sprinkler alarm, and it goes off approximately every 5 minutes of the day, and it's really
10 minutes.
Really not annoying.
We're not on a hosepipe ban yet. Apparently there's one coming.
Really? Noah will be upset.
Yeah. I actually think if you've got kids, the rule does not apply to you.
That's
so the
fine.
pros and cons of having kids. You can use a hosepipe, but you don't get any sleep. You choose.
Jamie currently sleeps in Jonah's room on the floor, and Jonah sleeps in the bed with
What
me.
is life? So don't worry, there's no chance of baby 3 coming along anytime soon with the current setup.
We've just had an Ocado food shopping delivered. I've got loads of lovely summery bits from M&S, and we all love a seasonal M&S haul, so I thought I could show you what I picked up in this week's food shop. So starting over here, because this is the area that I'm most excited about, Picky Bits. M&S Picky Bits unite. I love a picky dinner, especially in the summer. I'm not feeling like anything too much. I have seen everywhere on TikTok people buying this tomato bread topper, and then burrata and some fresh basil, and you pop both of these on the bread and then pop it in the oven so it goes nice and soft, and obviously the cheese melts, and it looks so good. So I'm thinking that for like a nice summery dinner with maybe some like picky tomatoes, olives, maybe a little bit of parma ham, which I've got over there, could be like a really nice summery dinner. And then I also picked up this. How good does that look? Whipped herby Greek feta dip. Yum. Substitute, which I'm a little bit upset about because loads of you guys messaged me saying that the pesto hummus from M&S was back. So best believe I got some of that, but it actually got substituted. This still looks really good though, spinach hummus. I should think this is very much the same. Then I got some colossal Greek mixed olives. I just love that they were called colossal. I love that word. And they look absolutely huge. They look really yummy. I think that would be a nice little dinner with our bread, cheese, tomato top. Got this naked chicken Caesar salad. Looks so good. Is that courgette spaghetti? Because I love a bit of courgette spaghetti. My favourite little pasta salads. I usually have like half of this for lunch with a nice big fresh salad. This is the chicken, tomato and basil pasta. Fun fact, when I used to work at M&S, yes, I worked at M&S for 2 years. When I was in college, I used to have this all the time. And it just takes me back to those days. I got these spinach and herb tortilla wraps. Thought they looked yummy. They were new in. And I thought these would be nice with some chicken, salad, mozzarella, tomatoes, basil. Yummy. I got some bits and bobs over here, just some like top-ups for the fridge. Some eggs, blueberries, prosciutto, carrots, pears, celery, mini cucumbers. I've got a cottage cheese obsession at the moment, a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. I eat it because I know it's good for me. And I'm loving the old Tiffany plates at the moment. So I've been having like loads of veggies with a cottage cheese dip in the middle. But there's something about the texture that just freaks me out. So I'm trying to get past that at the minute. So I got some cottage cheese, just have to like close my eyes and not think about it and eat it. I like the taste, but it's just the texture for me. Some little pink apples. Noah and Jonah both love these. They're like mini versions of big pink lady apples. Some chicken. And this right here is one of my favourite ever lazy dinners. We get this each week and it is just, oh my god, it's so nice. The best ever beef lasagna, and this garlic bread is just unmatched. So, so nice. Extra virgin olive oil garlic flatbread. Yum! I can't wait to eat you and you. And we usually have it with a little salad, so some rocket with some spring onions, some tomatoes. Oh, it's just such a yummy, had a busy day, not got much time, chuck in the oven kind of dinner. Then I got a rotisserie chicken, which I think I'm gonna make tonight. I think I'm gonna make like a really big, yummy salad tonight with some bits from the garden. It's gonna be our first time picking some salad bits from the garden, so I'm excited about that. I'm actually gonna pop this in the oven soon. This is a rotisserie chicken with a sweet and sticky seasoning. Yum. Then round here I've got some bananas, butter, some cheeses. This looks yummy. I thought this could go nicely with maybe some chicken breast, some salmon one night. We could maybe even barbecue the chicken, or salmon would be really nice. It's a watermelon and feta bowl with a tangy balsamic dressing. Yum. To be fair, I could very easily make this myself. It was a bit lazy buying this, but just looked yummy, just convenient, isn't it? For crisps, why did I say it like that? For crisps, I got some vegetable crisps, sweet potato, parsnip and beetroot. I love having these with my Tiffany plates. If you don't know what a Tiffany plate is, by the way, you probably do. They're all over TikTok. Oh my God, what's wrong with me today? All over TikTok, but it's basically a big bowl, loads of raw veggies, so like raw broccoli, carrots, cucumber, celery, peppers, a cottage cheese dip with a little bit of mustard. You can add anything into it, like sausage, some chicken, but I have a couple of vegetable crisps to dip in the cottage cheese. It's very, very nice. Also picked up these roast chicken and garlic butter crisps. Oh, yum. Favourite things to have for a quick and easy breakfast is a protein bagel with some peanut butter and banana or scrambled egg. Speaking of peanut butter, I got some more of this. We have just run out of this. This is the nicest peanut butter I think I've ever tried. The banana maple peanut butter. Oh, it's like sweet but not too sweet. It's banana-y. It's just absolutely delish. Thought this would be nice with some fresh crusty bread, even as a little dip for some crisps. Yum. I know we're gonna enjoy that with barbecues this year. I picked up, I'm not one for anything alcoholic usually, but I love a Hugo Spritz. So yummy. And I just thought this in a big glass with loads of ice, some fresh mint from the garden. Who am I? Some fresh mint from the garden would just be like such a lovely, refreshing little evening beverage. So I got 2 of those. And then, what else did I get? I got some of this, which is new, the everything seasoning. I'm wondering if this will be like the everything but the bagel seasoning. So I'm looking forward to trying that. I could have that actually on a protein bagel with some cream cheese. That could be really nice. Took 2 of these juices. These are so much easier than having the big bottles of juice that you need to... Oh my God, I've just looked up and Teddy is doing that. What are you doing? Honestly, guys, every time I am like chatting with you guys, this little guy is just doing something mental in the background, like hanging from a shelf, jumping from the cupboard. He's like, don't forget about me, I'm still here. And then I also got some fruit loaf. This is my new obsession. Fruit bread with butter. Oh, so yummy. I haven't actually tried the M&S cleaning products. I've heard really good things. So I picked up just a couple of like top up bits. We're kind of a bit low on some cleaning products, so I thought we could try it. I've got some cloth, some sponges, microfibers. I like the colour of these. I'm not a fan of like the really bright microfiber cloths. So I like that they're sage. Washing up liquid in white tea and rose. That smells so good. Some sink and drain unblocker, which I thought would be handy. Then I picked up some laundry liquid, which is in the scent jasmine and green tea. Kitchen surface cleaner in Italian lemon and ginger. And then just some bin liners. I got some more bread yeast. I am really going to try this summer to make good bread. It's on my to-do list, my never-ending to-do list. I got some Cherry Coke Zero because Cherry Coke Zero is life. Teddy's just running back and forth now. And then just some oat milk, some apple juice for my smoothies, and some shreddies for Noah. Okay, plans for this afternoon are we are going to spend a couple of hours out in the garden. I've got some gardening jobs to do. There is a lot of weeding, which I need to do. I also have quite a few plants that I need to put in pots, and I also really want to move around a couple of things in the flower beds. Because this is my first time doing a flower bed, I was like, more is better, so I just put loads of stuff in there. And now the hydrangeas are growing at the speed of light. I feel like they're just taking over. I need to move a couple of like the shrubs and other bits and bobs. So yeah, just want to spend a little bit of time out there planning, moving things, planting, weeding. Who am I? Just call me Alan Titchmarsh. Also, I need to go to the garden centre. I don't need to go to the garden centre, I want to go to the garden centre. Just about to go and ask Jamie if he wants to come with me because I need his truck. When we were in there at the weekend, I saw a really big climbing star jasmine, and we actually have one on one side of the pergola. And we did have another one, but that one died. So this one is like as tall as the little, what's it called? Beam that I want to put it up. And I just think it'd be really nice. So I really, really, really want to go and get that and put that in a pot today and like train it to go round the pergola. So yeah, gonna go ask Jamie if he wants to come. I mean, he doesn't really have much choice because we need to use his truck. If he wants to come to the garden centre. I'm not gonna buy any more hydrangeas. Is that a lie? Am I? If they've got a really nice white one, I might. No, I don't need any more. Oh, actually, before we go, a little gardening haul. I'm really sorry if you're not interested in gardening. And I even thought, like, do I even like share this new found hobby? Because before I was interested in gardening, I wasn't interested in anything about gardening. So I hope, yeah, I hope it's okay that I'm sharing my new found grandma hobby. I picked up these. How nice. These are from George at Asda, and it's like a, this is embarrassing that I actually don't know the actual names of these. Trowel, cultivator, and bypass secateurs. I also got this very cute little glass mug. This is from the Stacey Solomon collection at Asda, which I just love. And I just thought that would be nice for a little herbal tea. And then, let me just grab them because they're quite heavy. I fear I'm going to break them. Let me show you over here instead. Look at these. I never thought this would be something I'm excited about, but I am excited. So we can pop these into the vegetable garden later. I only have a couple of these growing, but I'm planning on planting some more in autumn for next year. I've got tomatoes, I've got lettuce, I have got peppers, but the rest of them, I'm gonna start collecting the seeds and then we can plant them in autumn. What in the Clarkson's farm is going on in the field? I think they're having some kind of event. I really wanna know what's going on. What are they doing? Maybe it's like a farmer off and they've all grown different like things and they're gonna see whose is the best, like Great British Bake Off but for farmers. Hard working or hardly working.
Hello.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Would you like to accompany me somewhere in your truck?
Which truck? Where? What are we getting?
To our second home. Oh, you're awaiting a tip run. Do we have room for a little star jasmine?
Star jasmine?
Yeah.
How big is it?
Maybe this high?
No, but how big is the pot?
I have no idea. Not that big. I don't think it's that big. Okay, we'll make room.
Right now?
When you're ready.
You can go right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just doing some sums. I'm just doing some spreadsheets.
Jamie loves a good spreadsheet. Your plants are looking good.
Yeah, I know. Got a new one actually.
What's your new one?
This one I've had to cut back because when we went on holiday, yeah, that's got some new bits growing, let's see them.
Oh, did it die?
Yeah, it went a bit crusty, so I had to laid off. But look at these new bits that are coming in.
Ooh.
Pinky special, that one.
Wow. That's got so big.
Yeah, no, I've had to get some off that as well. I think you need to do it every year to be fair, but it's getting massive now.
Looks really good.
One.
Oh, wow.
Like coming through the jungle, like
out of its office.
I might take it over to the professionals and see what they think. Their own marquee.
I want to know what they're doing. I said I think it's like a Great British Bake Off but for farmers, and each one of them have got like a certain something growing in there and they're going to see whose is best.
No, I think they've got some new crops that they're demonstrating.
Really?
New genetically modified crops.
Wow. Hey, I thought you said there was room.
There was room, I think there might be room.
There's no room.
Yeah.
Not for a star jasmine and a hydrangea or 5.
I would have already emptied it, but Noah likes doing a tip run, doesn't he?
You save it to go with him, don't you?
Yeah.
Noah loves a tip run. Mainly because there's a shop at the tip run. Well, no, tip run? There's a shop at the tip and he likes to get a little toy, doesn't he?
Yes.
Likes to donate a couple toys and then bring back a new one.
Got loads to donate this time.
This is sad times. They're all sold. 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 Oh, there's a big one over there, Jamie. I wonder if that one's sold. Wow, look at that one. That's definitely not going to fit in the truck. Wow. What about this one?
Whoa. I don't think we need that.
Smells nice though, you can smell it, it smells so nice.
Yeah, it's really strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder how much that is. That's not even pounds.
How much is it? How much is it?
I can't tell you.
285? Yeah, maybe let's not get that today. You found one? Oh, are they all sold? Oh.
Same person as well.
Really? Well, that's greedy.
Well, it actually says reserved. Some say sold, some say reserved.
Oh, I keep like spotting one thinking that it's...
That's all right. No, it's not.
Yeah, they're all reserved. Lucky day. We found one that isn't
This one?
sold. No, it's that one, isn't it?
That's got the sold.
Oh yeah, it's this one. This one. Perfect! I'm so happy.
There it is.
Let's get it. It
Feel
smells so
glory,
good. Gorgeous. He's coming home with us. We are home from the garden centre. Just made myself a little coffee for a little afternoon pick-me-up. We secured the climbing jasmine and it's the most perfect height for the beam that I want it to go up. So I feel like I've got a lot to do. Got a lot of garden updates and a lot to do. First thing actually is I need to go through all of the beds. Why did I get flower beds this big? This garden be like a full-time job. So I need to go through all of the flower beds and just weed them because I was looking in there the other day, like in the flowers, and there are so many weeds. Luckily, I actually find it really satisfying pulling them up. So I'm going to go through everything, weed it, and then I have loads of plants down here, which need potting. So we've got the hydrangea, which I want to pop in this pot. We have got a little rose bush here, which I want to put in that gorgeous pot over there. And yeah, I just need to sort out this area because at the moment it just looks a bit like a garden centre. There's just a lot of plants there. Little garden update, still very much a work in progress, but I feel like since the last time I showed you guys the garden, I feel like it's changed so much in like a month. So yeah, down here we have plants that need potting, pots. These are more hydrangea Annabelles because I am obsessed with them. So these over here are hydrangea Annabelles and they're the ones that are like huge fluffy clouds. I absolutely love them. So we've got a couple of these dotted around. I just bought a couple more so I can kind of, I feel like I've made a bit of a mistake with the flower beds. So I just feel like they're so overcrowded. I don't really know why I did that. So I think at the weekend Jamie is going to move these because I just think they look a bit silly there. I don't really know why we put them there. So I think Jamie's going to move these, which will give the hydrangeas more room to spread. I am going to attempt to move some of these shrubs like this and this because I just think they look a little bit random. As you can see, loads of weeds in here. So yeah, I'm going to try and move some of these shrubs and potentially put them down the end of the garden. And I don't know, I'd kind of like to focus on having hydrangeas and then maybe just hydrangeas in this bit. I'm not too sure. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm thinking of planting these two hydrangea Annabelles there and there once these have been moved. My hydrangeas have gone a bit crispy, which I'm so sad about. Apparently this is like from the sun scorching them. I stopped watering like the whole plant and just watered them at their roots. I don't know if you guys can see, but we actually have a watering system in, which has actually been a lifesaver. I just pop this on a couple times a day so they get loads of water. It just plugs into our hose. It looks a bit ugly going along there, but I can kind of like, but I can tuck that down that wall at some point. Thought the problem was me watering the whole flower and burning them. I think it's because this part of the garden gets loads of sun, like pretty much these flowers are in the sun all day, and I just don't think these are loving it at all, which is really sad. So I don't really know how I can save these. You guys will have to let me know. I might have to move them, I'm not sure. Also, this purple hydrangea is actually turning white, which I don't mind. I love a white hydrangea. I know hydrangeas are, the colour is based on the pH levels of the soil. So it's quite exciting actually, like seeing what colour they're going to turn out. But this one, look how like much this one has spread. Remember when I bought this, it had like 3 heads, and that was maybe 3 weeks ago. There's so many new flowers. That's what I mean. I really need to move these ASAP so it can just bloom.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome love, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass.
I was trying to pull out the label and I pulled up the whole shrub. Oh my goodness. As I'm doing this, there is just this song going round in my head. Going, we're going on a weed hunt, we're gonna catch a big one. What a beautiful day. I'm not scared. Tell me you're a mum without telling me. Can't actually see a thing, it's so bright. Tell me you don't leave the house without telling me. Really glad I changed my dress because I am covered in mud. It probably doesn't actually help that I'm holding a muddy glove on my head. Okay, I've weeded the beds. There were so many, like as I was looking in the flowers there was just more and more and more, but it was a very satisfying job. My plan is now I am going to go through the beds and just start removing any shrubs that I think are easy to remove, just to make a little bit more space. So yeah, that is my next plan. I'm kind of worried about doing this because I don't want to kill any of them, but I did read somewhere, I feel like there's so much research that goes into gardening. I did read somewhere that if they're not flowering, it's okay to move them. So I'm thinking the shrubs will be fine. But I need to make room, otherwise they are all gonna die. I'm gonna go get a wheelbarrow and start removing plants and hope that Jamie does not see me from his office there, because if he sees me removing plants, he's gonna be over like the Trunchbull being like, what are you doing? So I'm gonna try and do it sneakily. Maybe this isn't a good idea after all. Jamie is going to kill me. It's one of them moments where I'm like, do I just put this in the mud and pretend no I did it? Because he'll get in less trouble than me. I'm joking, I would never do that. Long until he came to interfere or tell me off for doing something. Yeah.
The water police are here.
The gardening police are here.
Well, no, you've created your own water table.
If he sees me with these, he is just straight over.
I'm dreading to see the water bill when it comes.
Oh.
Where'd you get them from?
They're mine.
No, they're not.
I bought these from B&Q when I last went.
Actually, they might not be mine.
There has been a bit of a tragedy though.
What's happening? Look at this. Oh my goodness.
I'm not finished yet.
No, Gemma, listen to me, please, because look how level I've made it to start off with.
Oh my God.
This is like the bloody Rocky Mountains over here. Right, you've got to push that
I'm
down.
going to. I'm not
You've
finished.
Not made it deeper. Do you know what the best thing to do is? Make the hole a bit deeper, put it in, and then fill around. Like hold it at the correct level, then fill around it and underneath.
I've not finished yet.
Push it down, and just keep it level, please, because it looks a mess.
Do you want to do it?
No, I just really want it to be level.
I will sort it out. I'm not finished yet.
Can
like,
I just
look,
say
I'm
quickly,
not finished.
do you know how much soil has gone in here? 12 tons, all shovelled by moi, by hand. I didn't realise all that was over there, Gemma. It's like a bloody fake.
I know.
Is that a hog roast? What is that?
Yeah, it's hog roast.
No, it isn't.
I thought I could smell meat.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if we can ring Clive and get an invite. I don't know how they're still
Did you see what had happened?
You snapped my spade.
Well, actually, I think Noah had half snapped it.
No, he's not strong enough. Oh!
I was going to blame Noah.
Great! What, our son?
I'm only
You're going
joking.
to blame our son?
He wouldn't have got in as much trouble as me.
It was really funny yesterday. 'Cause we had some like peaches. They looked fresh, but they had maggots or something.
Yeah, they were not fresh.
And anyway, I was going to throw them out. I thought I'll bury them as compost.
Ah.
Yesterday, Noah came out. I don't know how. It was only this little patch, but he dug in the little patch and he put his peaches in.
And he was well excited to find peaches in there.
What's the chances though?
He also tried to plant these hydrangeas. Funny boy. I've been gardening for about 2 hours and I feel like it's been a full-on workout.
Listen, I've got something else to say. I'm glad that I spent hours out here putting the irrigation system in. Destroyed.
How is it destroyed? I'm planting new stuff there.
You tell me.
Oh my god.
How is it destroyed?
Go back in your cave, man
You know
cave,
what?
please.
I'm sick of this.
Jonah's just picking some herbs for dinner. What have we got tonight? What are you picking? Oh, handfuls of mud. Excuse me, I hope you're not eating that mud. Jonah. Jonah. Just spraying your hose. Look at these lettuces, Noah, aren't they big? Welcome to my vegetable patch. Guys, I actually cannot believe how much this has grown and transformed in about 4 weeks. 4 weeks ago, there was nothing. Nothing but some very sad looking tiny little sprouts which had just been eaten by the rabbits, and now everything is absolutely thriving. I've just popped in the little signs which look so cute. I love them. Look how gigantic these lettuces are, like compared to my hand. They're so nice. I'm going to see my mum tomorrow, so I'm going to put together a little hamper of, well, there's not really much to choose from right now. She can have a lettuce and some herbs because that's all we've got right now. These are peppers, and I don't know if I can find it now, but they're, oh look how baby they are. They're definitely coming. They're going to take some time, but these are also growing like so quickly. Every day I come out and they're like taller. Some strawberries. Oh my goodness, my first ripe one. That actually looks like it could be picked. How exciting. I feel like these are just all of a sudden have all come out as well. And then we've got some tomatoes. I've got one there that's turning in colour a little bit. And yeah, my vegetable patch, which I'm hoping come autumn we're able to plant a lot more all the way down. So big. My first ever mini little harvest. How exciting. I can't wait for like this time next year and this to be full of lots of different veg and hopefully fruit. So excited about my little lettuce and my herbs. Okay, after many hours in the garden, I feel like we've made some real progress. So I managed to plant quite a few of the flowers that needed potting. Popped the roses in this gorgeous pot here, the hydrangeas in this terracotta pot. Lots of you guys said that hydrangeas don't really like it in pots, but I'm a little bit worried to plant any more in the beds because they're just getting, as you can see, they're getting very crispy. So I thought if it's in a pot, I can save it from the heat and like keep it in the shaded area here. So hopefully he likes it in his new home in the pot. I still need to pot this one, need to get like a big enough pot for that. But yeah, so much progress has been made. These have gone into pots. Our new star jasmine has gone into a pot, and I also just popped some string around the pergola so it stays up and hopefully grows. Imagine if it was to grow all the way along here, that would look so pretty. There's so many of these little white butterflies. I love them. Look, they're like dancing together. How cute. What have we done? Moved these big, you know, there was 3 big tree-like plants here. Jamie actually moved them for me. They are now waiting to go into a new home, and I feel like this actually looks so much better now. There's lots more space. I moved the hydrangea Annabelles to the back. I was a little bit scared to do that because, like I said earlier, not meant to move anything that's flowering, but hoping they'll be fine. They look like they're fine, so we shall hope. But I feel like because these are taller plants, they look much better at the back. And then we've got some of these, not too sure what these are called, but these have really beautiful white flowers on them, so they'll look beautiful when they bloom. Got the hydrangeas at the front. Everything just feels a lot more spaced out. Down here is definitely a work in progress. Like, I feel like it's good up to this point, and then down there we really need to, I'm probably going to carry on this theme. So I need to get some more hydrangea Annabelles and some more other hydrangeas and kind of like continue, you know, the same theme down there. And then the shrubs that we took out will go down the bottom of the garden. Good evening. It is now a little bit later on in the day. We've finished in the garden, I've had a shower, third outfit change of the day. I've just made a quick little summer salad. We have lettuce, homegrown lettuce in here. We've got homegrown parsley, homegrown thyme, got some runner beans, some croutons, the roast chicken that I bought from M&S. I popped it in the oven earlier and then I've just cut it all up and popped it in the salad. And then I also just popped some Parma ham in the oven so it goes all crispy. And yeah, made a lovely little salad. It smells so nice. I also made a really quick and easy dressing. So whilst the chicken was cooking, I popped in 2 whole lemons just cut in half and also some garlic, and then I just squeezed the lemon juice into a bowl with some garlic olive oil, some salt, some pepper, some thyme, and I crushed up some of the roasted garlic cloves, and it just makes like such a lovely, easy little dressing for salad. Oh, and a little bit of the chicken juices as well. So nice. We are probably going to eat this outside. Noah and Jonah are just currently playing in the sand pit. Just got a little picky tea out there tonight. They've got some cheese sandwiches, some fruit, some cucumber, some cheese, some crisps. It's like their favourite kind of dinner, and it's just really easy on nights like tonight for them to enjoy it in the garden. It's less mess inside, and they both absolutely love being outside. Oh my goodness, I am so tired. Oh my god, I look decrepit. Oh my god, guys, I'm very sorry. I actually look like The Walking Dead. My eyes are so dark. It's currently 8:30. The babies have been in bed for about, they had quite a late night tonight actually. We were just in the garden for such a long time. I feel like now the evenings. Oh Teddy, you've just dribbled all over my lap. Really? Cat dribble all over me. You're dribbling on me. I feel like now we have later evenings, I always feel like we just get carried away in the garden, and it was actually really lovely tonight. Do you know what? It's happened so quickly, but Jonah's at this age now where he's almost walking, and Noah just adores him. And I think it's because Jonah's now reached an age where he's really interactive with Noah, like they can make each other laugh and play with each other, and it's just so cute. A new part of Noah and Jonah's little night routine, which is just my favourite thing in the whole world at the minute, is Noah likes to do story time with Noah. And he'll sit on his little chair with his book like facing Jonah. Jonah will sit on the stool and he'll read it to Jonah, and it is just the sweetest thing. He'll like start by saying, "Listen, story time." And he'll like say the parts of the book that he remembers, and then he'll close it and go the end. But yeah, I'm just getting ready for bed. I've just popped my hair serum in, which I've been using this for a couple months now, and I feel like it's really helped my postpartum hair loss. As you can see, like it's Still looks like I've got a mullet, but a little bit less so. And I do actually feel like these bits, my horns, have actually grown out really quickly since I've been using this serum. I also am going to put my other serums on. I have been using these since, I want to say just before Christmas, and they are the Nano Lash Eyelash Serum and the Nano Brow Serum. These are a Molly May recommendation. Now let me tell you, I am a sucker for a Molly May recommendation. Anything that she recommends, best believe I'm buying. And these are amazing. Like, I feel like my eyelashes and eyebrows have just like thickened out so much since using these. I feel like I'll probably actually be buying these for the rest of my life because I love them and I cannot live without them, and I just cannot go back to having eyelashes like flies' legs. They were literally so straight and short, and now I feel like they're actually quite long, which I've never had naturally long lashes, so thank you, Molly, for a fabulous recommendation. And look how cute these pyjamas are. These are part of our Girl of Muse summer collection. They're little seashells and coral. They're just so nice for summer. Our summer collection is actually now live on the website, so I'll leave a link as always down below for you guys to have a browse. But yeah, plans for now are I am going to catch up on last night's Love Island. You guys know this time of year I am a Love Island stan. It is one of my favourite programmes. I love having just something to like watch every single night. And then in just over a week's time, The Summer I Turned Pretty is back on our TVs. I actually can't think about it. I have recently listened to the audiobook. So I kind of, do you know what, I'm one of these people, this is my toxic trait, okay? Sometimes, if I'm watching a series that I'm really invested in, this is going to make a lot of people cross, but I don't know why I do it, but basically, if I am watching something that I'm really invested in, like a long series, like This Is Us, I Google what happens in the end. Why do I do that? Why do I do it? I just feel like if you've seen This Is Us, you'll get it, because it's a really like emotional roller coaster, and I kind of like to know what happens in the end so I can mentally prepare myself before it happens. And that was the reason I kind of listened to the audiobook of season 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, because I just felt like I needed to mentally prepare myself for the ending. So yeah, if it's the same as the audiobook, I kind of know what's going on, and I just can't wait to watch it. I'm so excited. They're also only releasing 1 episode a week, which, again, controversial, I'm quite happy about. I am guilty for just like binge watching an entire series, and as much as that's great, I do feel like I never enjoy it quite as much as, I don't know, like 1 episode a week kind of reminds me of like, of the time before we had like Netflix, Amazon Prime, all of, oh God, can you actually imagine life without them? But before we had any of that, we used to have to, like, we had to wait a week for our favourite programmes to come out, new episodes to come out. So it kind of, it's giving me nostalgic vibes, and I'm here for it. And I just, yeah, I can't wait. From now to September, Summer I Turned Pretty episode a week. I'm really looking forward to it. To do this in the viewfinder because I don't have a mirror. I have approximately, probably 45 minutes until Jonah summons me. Oh my God, guys, Jonah's sleep has been a whirlwind. Basically, I briefly mentioned earlier, he's back in the bed. He's back in the bed. To be honest, he never left the bed. So, oh God, it's just, do you know what? Jonah is such a sensitive little soul. Like, he is a sensitive boy, I can just tell. Like, he is, I feel like Noah's more independent. Jonah is definitely like more sensitive soul. So it's been a real journey trying to get him in his cot. I feel like when he was a baby, he slept in his next to me cot. At 6 months, we moved him into his big cot. And for a couple of months, he was really great. Like, he'd sleep pretty much most of the night. I don't know, I actually don't think he's ever slept all the way through the night. I actually don't think he has. But yeah, he was in his own room, and then it got to about Christmas time, and him and Noah just had back-to-back illnesses. But he had this, I think he had hand, foot and mouth. It was quite a bad illness, and he was so uncomfortable in the night, bless him. He would only sleep in my arms. So we kind of fell into the trap of bringing him in the bed, because obviously I got more sleep, he got more sleep, and it was the only place he would sleep. So that was the slippery slope, where he then got very comfortable with being in the bed. Last couple of months really been trying to get him in his own cot, which has meant a lot of nights of me sleeping on his bedroom floor next to his cot, because he was waking up every like 40 minutes to an hour for the first week. And then the second week he improved, and he was doing a couple of hours at a time in his cot. But any of you guys that have co-slept with your baby, especially, I'm still breastfeeding, I'm still bloody breastfeeding, which is a whole story in itself. I feel like Jonah has always been breastfed, but we kind of, I think it was about 10 months we started introducing formula, and he liked it for a good couple of months, and then all of a sudden he just was like, no, I'm not having that anymore, like, I don't want that anymore, I don't have bottles anymore. And then he was back to breast milk. To be honest, he only has breast milk at night, and I think it's more for comfort, because I really don't feel like I have much milk anymore. So I think it's just more of a comfort thing to him. Going in the cot was going well, and then he got this horrendous cough from nursery, and his cough was just continuously waking him up. So we had one really, really bad night where he was awake like every 10 minutes. So he came back in the bed, and then ever since then he's back in the bed. So I feel like we're back to square one, and it's just, I feel sorry for Jamie. I feel actually really sorry for Jamie, because at the minute he's sleeping on a roll-out mattress in Jonah's room, and Jonah's in the bed. Like, it's just, we really do need to get into a better routine. And I know a lot of you guys will probably think, why don't you just sleep train him? The truth is, I just can't. I just can't with him. He is such a sensitive baby. I really don't think he would settle that way. I just don't. And also, I do think when you have your second child, situations like this don't affect you as much as they would with your first, because you realise everything is a season. He will sleep, like, will he sleep? This is where he's like 12 and we're still sleeping. Oh my goodness. But no, I feel like everything is a season, and I'm thinking when he's a bit older, like when he's even 2 or like Noah's age, it's much easier to communicate with them and communicate that it's bedtime and it's okay, we're just in the bedroom across to you, like we're not going anywhere. And I think it's easier to communicate with them, whereas now, because he's 1, like, you can't communicate with a 1-year-old. You can't say, I'll be back in the morning, it's bedtime now. Like, they don't understand. So I do think everything's a season. I think this is now. And another thing as well, like, this makes me feel like I'm gonna cry, and I actually can't think about it too deeply, because he will never go in his own bed if I have this mindset. But I do think, like, how sweet is it that, oh my god, no, why do I always cry? How sweet is it that he wants to sleep next to me, and like he feels safest next to me, and then that makes me feel horrible about him being in his own car. Oh my goodness. That is the current sleep update with Jonah. But yeah, sorry, that was an absolute ramble. I feel like we've had lots of those in today's vlog. And yeah, I will see you all in my next vlog. I just wanted to say as well, I'm really hoping to start weekly vlogging again soon. I've really missed just doing weekly uploads, and I just want to apologise that my videos have kind of been, they've kind of been every other week at the moment, and that is purely down to mum of 2 life be busy, especially with no childcare for little Jonah. I just feel like it's extremely full on, and I feel like in the next few months, Jonah has actually just started nursery a couple of weeks ago. He goes a couple of times a week for a couple of hours, and he is absolutely loving it. Like, Noah's so happy to have his little brother there as well. So I feel like yeah, once I get into a bit more of a routine with that, I'll definitely be able to bring back the weekly vlogs, because that's my goal. Like, I want to at least be doing one vlog a week. I miss the days where it used to be like a Wednesday and Sunday upload, so I'm hoping we'll be able to bring that back really soon once I have a little bit more time. Also, may or may not, I really can't say too much about this yet, but it's actually killing me. Like, I've wanted to speak about it all day. We might have something really exciting happening soon. I wonder if you guys can, any of you can guess what it is. It's one of those things where so much could change in the next week, day, month. Like, so much could change that I'm kind of like, I don't want to say too much, but if everything goes forward, it's a very, very, very exciting next chapter in our lives. And yeah, what is meant to be will be. That is my life motto. What is meant to be will be. What is meant for you will not pass you by. Like, if it's meant to be yours, it's already yours. That is very much my mentality in this situation. So yeah, we will see. It's enough rambling for today. Thank you so much for spending the day with me, and I will catch up with you all really soon.